So today we're going to be looking at the 4-2-1-3. This is a formation I've seen for a lot of time now, and to be honest, I've not really given it too much of a go. So I wanted to go with what I personally really like with this formation. I've given it a slight go so far, and we'll go into some more gameplay in the future. Obviously, the team needs an upgrade in itself. It's kind of what I've been rocking just to kind of get this performance out with how I personally like it. So let's go into the team management side of it. I'll also give you all of the tactics. So we're going to work on a new. We're going to go 4-2-1-3, and then I'm just going to put a space and 2 because I've already got one in there. So in terms of what we rock with, then I'm going to go custom with the tactical preset. We then obviously go with the formation. We want to go with the 4-2-1-3. Which is going to be a bit further down, and it's going to be this one. So the one thing I do like with this personally is you're almost like the 4-2-4 to some extent with how I play with De Bruyne, but it's kind of still got that holding midfield that kind of brings forward. So straight off the bat, we obviously look at the build-up style. I personally will always go with balance here, and with the defensive approach, I always go with high. It's just a standard that I've personally really liked and carried on this whole time. If we're following the defense, again, it is very, very simple for this one. This is just going to be very simple of 2 fullbacks, pluses, and on the defend. That is literally how we play. So it is literally putting yourselves in the box. It's how I've personally liked the game for quite some time now, and it's worked out in my favour quite a lot. When it comes to the holding midfielders, or the CDMs as such, I'm changing their roles this time into both of them being deep line playmakers, but instead of having that defend, I want to have them both on the build-up. What I find with this is it's absolutely fine to have them kind of going a bit more up without the bar, with technically on the attack, and then coming backwards. They're holding that shape really nicely, and then obviously the defending line kind of it almost makes a cluster of 6, because obviously a lot of people go down the wing or they try and cut through the middle kind of from the wing. It's nice having that almost tortoise shell to be able to block all of it. When it comes to De Bruyne, he's the only one that I really want to change, but he still plays so well in this role, and that is going to be with the shadow striker without the plus on De Bruyne. I personally have him on the attack, obviously, and he just works really well in that sort of zone. I like him for his on-the-ball kind of dribbling, his passing to go forward with, obviously, Mbappe, Schneider, and Ronaldo. It just works really well. Obviously, when it comes to any winger, I don't think there's any other argument than to have both of them on the obvious inside forward and both of them to be on the attack. I think I've never really played a left or right wing, or even left mid, right mid, without the inside forward attack. It's always just been the best one. And then same with CR7, the advanced forward plus with the attack is just going to be the easiest one, and that's going to be everything. It's going to be with the ball, without the ball. It's a standard formation that I personally do like, and it offers a good amount of attack, especially with the level of players that we have now, but then also a solid amount of defense just to stop being countered consistently. So let me go into some gameplay and we can see how this works. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for ElDorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics, and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with ElDorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. Schneider's just genuinely been one of them cards that work so effortlessly in this kind of role here. That's a great ball as well. CR7 going for it. It's just one of them that works. He's one of them cards that for me from the very beginning has always been a fan favorite of mine for dribbling ability, passing ability. He's just been the guy to go to, and I'm glad that he's got a shapeshifters as well. It's finally gone up again in the books, which is always nice, and hopefully we do see some extra bonuses when it comes to kind of a footies. Maybe we see a 5 play style plus, which will be a lot of the cards. See a bit of De Bruyne here, little fake. Oh, nearly. Good challenge. So, I mean, the defensive ability there, Teo coming back on the defend, works so much better than kind of having him on that balance. It just brings him in, especially when the defensive side is just always available on that sort of level, which is always nice. Find a bit of CR7. Didn't get the room in there. There it is. Oh, why did it go on his right? Definitely needed to be a left there. Good ball out wing. CR7 there. Little fake across. He's seen it. De Bruyne. Back to CR7. Back to CR7 again. It's just beautiful. It's why I like De Bruyne there. And if it weren't De Bruyne, I could see any sort of Cam-esque card just being able to have that passing back and forth, because we know CR7 will find a space eventually. Is this guy done? Naturally, CR7 always finds space. And if you don't find CR7, he finds you. Ooh, across. Oh, he's done it. Beautiful. But you'll always find a space with a striker of that magnitude. So I'm never kind of worried at that, whereas having that level of a passing ability is not necessarily the easiest. So having a De Bruyne-esque card on there works effortlessly when it comes to being that Shadow Striker. Now, the only thing that I do need is the Shadow Striker plus, which most cards now, they're in that sort of cam, and if you've got shapeshifters or, like I say, top-end level cards, they all tend to have that plus anyway. So it is just because I can't let go of the De Bruyne that we've also got here. So we find in a bit of Schneider, and we find Ronaldo back. It's just a very good 4 up front, and it can work with a lot of strikers. It's not necessarily anything to do with CR7, Schneider and Mbappe, but they are the better sort of strikers in there that work with that constant 4-man press up the attack. Lovely. And again, he's going to stop. Oh, okay. I thought I might have played my hand really well there. Oh, good block. Oh, he's won it back, though. Bit of Vitinha. Finds a bit of Schneider with that. Can we bring it back? Lovely. Across. Oh, good block. And again, Teo's just going to put constant pressure on this guy. The left back that just literally doesn't quit. I've barely evoed him since 89. I think he's 89 still. And he honestly is outrageous still. Lovely ball over the top. Pings it back in. Looks across. It's as simple as that, really. Mbappe's brilliant on that left wing. Again, whether you've gone for a special version of him or if you've gone for an Evo like myself, who most definitely can't afford a special version of him, it works just as well, to be honest. He's incredible on the ball, off the ball. It's just Mbappe. That's kind of the whole point of him. And in terms of the shooting aspect, you've still got that option there. Obviously, mine's got the finesse shot as well as then the quick step. So he's got a bit of everything that you kind of need there. I think it's kind of Schneider's more your just absolute bully when it comes to dribbling on the ball, and that's personally where I personally really like him on that aspect. So getting him from these corners is always great to be able to try and nip it in as quick and precise as possible, really. There it is. One more. Mbappe. Nice and easy. This is what I mean. This is why I like the midfield as well. Having the likes of Vitinha, João Neves is another great example of this kind of midfielder. Alongside kind of, it pretty much is the one on its own. It's almost that defensive and also passing orientated midfielder. And then you've kind of got your bully boy in Hullet, as well as then throwing in the De Bruyne with the sort of level of passing that you can kind of rely on. And like I say, defensively, it's still sound. Like we know Hullet is still very good on his defensive ability, but then it's kind of resting on the fact that Van Dijk and all of them can really hold their own as well. Theo Hernandez is a great example of this, and you'll always see this constantly. Like they'll always go down the wing, and it's great at dealing with both. You can deal with down the wing, you can deal with in the middle with kind of players going forward. So it's a good overall system to have, and that's sometimes where I get lacked a little bit when it comes to being overrun on that attacking side. It's kind of like you're being countered consistently. So it's kind of here like we've got the centre backs coming in. We've seen in the previous clip that Teo's already kind of looking in the middle, so he's kind of got that option to go with. And here it's like you can kind of see you've already got the Schneider coming back over, and then you can kind of already see that flex in the middle potentially. A little one more back to him, little first hit. just off the post. But it's them sort of attacks that I personally like. That's more intricate, and yes, it gets more difficult with the better opponents. But as you become more fluid in this sort of way of passing and way of doing it, it works really well. So you can kind of automatically get that out of the way like that. That realistically needed to be coming back inside on a finesse, and that's a guaranteed goal where I just wanted to get the shot over. And I know this guy personally, his defensive prowess isn't the greatest in my opinion, and most definitely his attacking ability is questionable. Most definitely. Oh, and it's beautiful from Schneider. It's what I say, down that wing, he is, again, exceptional beyond belief. Every time. Finesse on the inside always works. Oh, it's just simple with this attack. It works very, very well in every avenue. You feel like you've got multiple players working multiple positions. It's beautiful.